Hi Flosstube, it's Narissa from Narissa's Stitching Lifestyle in Christchurch, New Zealand. Welcome. Today is November the 10th of 2024. I can't believe how quickly this year is going. Sorry, excuse me. This is Flosstube number 35. Wow. I can't believe I started this almost 2 years ago and I'm already up to number 35. It's scary really, but it's great. Welcome to my cross stitch journey. We've moved along the wall a little bit, just to give a change of background. So behind us we have some other samplers that we haven't seen for a little while. Up here is Elizabeth Weston. Hands Across the Sea samplers, stitched on 36 count with DMC thread, and that was finished in 2022. Right above my head up here is Andale, another Hands Across the Sea samplers, and she was also finished in 2022. I'm trying to think what I stitched her on. 36 count, I believe. DMC threads was 36. Actually, no, sorry, scratch that, 40 on using DMC threads. Over this side here is His Eyes on the Sparrow from Heartstring Samplery, stitched on 40 count. 1/2 DMC threads. Let's have a look. So if we go to this side here, this one here, just above, above my finger, is Sarah Spencer. Another Hands Across the Sea sampler, stitched on 40 count DMC threads. Now this one here is called something. Love of Needlework, Love of Needle Arts. It's an old brochure. If I can find it, and amongst all my stash, I will put the name of it across the screen. Can't remember it off the top of my head, but I just love all the details in that one. The one directly behind me is Memories of the Past. Hands Across the Sea samplers, stitched with 103 silks on 46 count. Can't remember fabric names. I've got it all written down, but I can't remember the fabric name. But it's not my first silk project, but it was really my first silk sampler that I finished. And our little wee one here on the stand is called Lost. And that was another Hands Across the Sea samplers in 40 count, 103 silks. And that was from one of the red box mystery things that Nicola does. And a friend lent me the chart. Loved stitching that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Trying to hide the one that's behind my head because that's for later. Okay, and you're probably going to see peaks of it as I move, I know, but I will pull that off and show you later. Righty ho, so it's been a busy 2.5, 3 weeks, somewhere amongst there. A really busy time for work with October, November, December, and then January. So we kind of have a 4-month crazy period at work, and that's fine, keeps you busy. So not a lot of extra stitching time, I guess. Sorry, I've got a couple of stray hairs and they just annoy me. But I will show you what I've worked on and what progress I've made. I am going to split it in two again, and we will have the sampler stitching, and then I'll do the Christmas stuff after that. Okay. Right, so let's start with some sampler stitching. Okay, so I've been working on a pattern from A Heart Remembers by Blackbird Designs, and the pattern is called A Heart Remembers. Now, I've been doing this with Stitch along with my friend Susie. Susie has finished hers and I'm still pottling along. Trying to think, that's probably about right for the fabric there. This is on 40 count salted caramel from number 12 Stitch Co, and I'm using the DMC threads. Now I've started coming back up this side, we're almost there. These just flowers, roses, sorry, to go at the top corner up there, and then as you can see I started down here and we're coming up. But there was just like I said, I haven't had a lot of stitchy time, so just a couple of small evenings for this one, but that's okay, there's no hurry. I would like it finished by the end of the year, but now I've said that, it won't happen. Anyone else have that problem? That sometimes you say, right, goal, I'm going to finish this, and then everything else just, it falls away and never gets done. I guess that's also part of having lots of whips, is you get sidetracked quite easily. Well, I do. Rightio, so that's whip number 1 that I worked on. Project number 2, which I hadn't pulled out for a little while. Just wanted to change. You know how you kind of, well, for me, I get, if I'm not careful, I'll get stuck doing 3 or 4 things, and all my others will never get touched for ages. So do try and push some aside and bring in some more. So I picked up Jane Bannister 1822 from Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Love this one. She's been going for a little wee while. She is being stitched on, the fabric on there, and you just have a little wee look. It is with DMC threads. 40 count antique linen, so it's just a Zweigart linen, and here is where I'm at. So this time round I did this little piece here above my finger, the basket, and finished colouring in the tree. I've done part of the tree, but I finished all colouring in there. Put it in just a little bit closer for you. Okay, and then I've started bringing the border back down again, which is kind of hard to see because it's really a pretty good shot. And here with the white flowers and stuff, that's where I was working on, and I just want to bring that down a little wee bit. But I cannot wait. Really want to get down to these guys. I'm going to do these big pussycats. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Love how Jane is coming out. I'm just going to... You have to try not to make too much of a mess today, because I'm not going to be home this afternoon. We have Stitchy meet-up this afternoon in Christchurch, our monthly one, which will be really good. Can't wait to see everybody. It's our last one before our big Christmas one, so that will be good. Right, so I pulled out another one that I haven't worked on for a little wee while. All right, just bear with me for a moment. Oops, I'm going to lose all the hidden pieces. Okay, so this is one of my stash sampler starts from last year. And she's a big girl. And she's called I Had a Father Kind and True. Alice Clark, 1844. And it is by Cross Stitch Antiques. And this is the antique. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So she is a big girl. So this is the board I've currently got her on, which to the tree is halfway across, and up here, this one here is basically the top of like the second lot of pages. There's 3 high, so she's still going to be a big girl. This is on, oh my goodness, I know it's hog bristle, pretty sure. Bear with me for one moment, please. have a little look. See, we've still got a piece in here. 46 count hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit. Sorry for the rattle, everybody. Okay, so what did we work on? So this time round, this strawberry here is the top of page, the bottom page. So then I've come up with the border, and I think I had one more squirrel to get to the top of that. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, 1, 2, 3. No, I didn't. Where that one there is sticking out, that is the next strawberry, which will look like this. So we worked our way up. Then I came down and I finished off the roof part. It's really hard to get a good focus on that. The birdies are now almost done. They just need their legs. I finished all the bottom part here on it, which is quite a bit of fill. It doesn't look like much, but gosh, there's a lot of stitches in there. And then we started coming down here. So the same colour squares go here, and then there's still some more colour in the middle. While I had some spare of this, I came along and started doing, which is really hard to tell, but it's this little wee base plant here. So I started doing the vase and the outline, just with what I had left on the needle to work in here. But oh, I've missed stitching on this. It is being stitched on with 103 silks, sorry. And this is just a selection of the colours that I've used so far. There are still some more colours that haven't even been brought in yet. But love how this, and I missed not working on a silk project. So it was quite nice to bring a different one out. I guess I've found it quite hard at the moment when I finish a really big project like Andale, which was the last big salmon I finished. I find it hard to settle into that one project because I like to have one real constant one and then flit and fly around with all the others and do a little bit here and a little bit there. So finding something to just I haven't found that one yet, but it will happen. I've still got heaps to pull out yet that I could have a go at. But at this stage, we'll just wait and see. So yeah, so that was really nice to pull that one out. Okay, we're getting close. Let's move it along. So another whip that I pulled out. This was from Stash Sampler Starts this year, and that was Sarah Milthrop by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Love this one. There's so many people stitching it online, on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook. It's wonderful to see. And I couldn't wait to stitch the red house. Now I normally never start right in the middle. Not nowadays. I normally get the borders done and then do all the fun part. Well, this one, I just wanted that house. I had to get to it. So what have we done? This time around, I have worked on the roof. One chimney up, the other one has still got to go up. And I finished off the other set of windows over here. They still all need their little light border done on them, and then it's just fill. So yeah, I'm really happy with my progress on this. She's going to be a nice steady one. Excuse the project bag, ladies. I need to sit at the sewing machine. And DMC threads. Now this is on 40 count that I dyed myself. Dyed it to look very similar to the Tabby Cat linen. It's not too bad. Maybe a little bit darker than the Tabby Cat one, but I think it's going to be fine once everything gets in there and it covers all those bits. But my gosh, that red house, I'm just going to bring it in closer again. I love how it's coming out. So once I've done all the little details, then I'll move along, and I'll leave the red house for those, you know, when you have those tired evenings and you don't really concentrate that great. Fill in is brilliant for that. Okay. Right, so then I had a little finish. I'm going to pull that out. Now it is Mary Elkhorn 1764 sampler series. So this is the scissor holder. So I have my scissor holder. As you can see, not assembled yet, but I have finished the stitching. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is now, I've just got to find some time, which is probably not going to be till after Christmas because I've got gifting that needs to be finished, to then get that fully finished. I do have the drum. I have the, what was it, the pillow, raised pillow pattern, and I have the kit that's been ordered. We're just waiting for that to arrive because you've got to finish out the series. So yeah, can't wait. That was just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it is all stitched on my piece of paper. I feel a bit disorganised today, I'm so sorry. Thornfield linen by Needle and Flax. This is the linen for the series, and it comes. I love how Hobby House do them in the little wee, you know, brown paper bags with the stickers, so you know exactly what it is and where it's for. Stitched with Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colour Works. There wasn't a lot of thread used to make that, surprisingly. So it'll be interesting to see, because that's supposed to be enough threads to do the drum, which is this one here as well. Yeah, awesome. Can't wait to start that, but that's not going to be for a little wee bit. I say that, and yet I have started some stuff. You guys will see that. Right. So we'll just pop that back in there so we know where everything is. Okay, so that is where I'm at with those. My next project that I stitched on, I borrowed a finish from a friend. Okay, so I just paused and took it off the wall. So this, my friends, is Susie's finish of Martha Walmsley by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. But Susie lent me this to get me motivated to stitch on mine. It has helped Susie, but I am not finished yet. But I do love looking at your Martha, but she will be coming home to you today. She's had her holiday, she's got me going on it, and that is all I needed. So thank you for the lend, and oh my gosh, ladies, hasn't she done a wonderful job? I do love her frame choice. It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, Susie, she's coming home today, and she fits perfect in that gap, so we know exactly where my Martha's going to go. Right, so here is my Martha. So where did I get to? So this flower here is the last one along the bottom. I think I have 3 colours left to fill her in, and then it's the start up the side. But I wanted to get into this, so I started all of this. Got the green leaves done. This is the branch. This is one of the leaves, and then the bird will come along the top. So all of this along here, like I said, there's part of the leaf up here, and I want to save this till last which has always been my plan, is to do the bird last. So I'll finish in that greenery and we'll jump up a little wee bit and come up that side. But, you know, we're just going to keep working on her. She's gorgeous. So she pretty much gets a couple of evenings a week. Sometimes more. But my gosh, Martha is just gorgeous. I don't know if you can still get her. I forgot to check to see if you can still get her from Hobby House. Yeah, Hobby House Needleworks. But if you're in New Zealand, sometimes it's pretty economical if they just do the chart. Especially with Hands Across the Sea ones and the exclusives, they will, Nicola will send you the chart, which makes it a lot cheaper. But yeah, love how this is coming together. I'm doing mine on the DMC threads. Susie did hers with the 103 silks. But yes, I love it. Thank you so much for the lend of yours, Susie. And if you guys agree with me, she's done an awesome job. Please comment below. And I can pass those all on to Susie for her. Okay, we are just going to pause for a moment and I'm going to move this stuff away. And we're going to put Martha back up on the wall so she's safe till later. And I'm going to pull out my Christmas stuff to show you. So just bear with me for one second. Okay, and we're back. Right, so I have pulled out what I've been working on for Christmas. What can I say? I am in four Christmas exchanges. So I'm in here again. So I have to get these ornaments done and stitched. So they have been kind of taking priority. I'm not going to show you them because one, you won't be able to see them. Because I want the recipients to have a surprise. But I will show you what I have been working on, and I'm going to show you some of my finishing. Okay, so this is a new one. I know I said I wasn't starting anything, but I couldn't help myself. I might need to add a colour picture. I'll have to have a look. Okay, so this is called Living on the Rainbow, Cross Stitch Collections, and it is Mrs. Claus Cookbook Sale. Living on the Rainbow is on Etsy. And this little baby is so gorgeous. Mine is black and white. Sorry guys, that's all my printer does. But this little wee cookbook that I'm stitching is basically going to fit in the palm of my hand when it's done. And there is going to be, I think it's 9 recipes inside it as well. So you don't just stitch the outside, it's all the inside of too. So if I hold this up, it looks really unusual, but at the moment this is where I'm at. Doesn't look like much. This is the spine, and then here's the gold, kind of the tanny gold that's going to come along. So from here to the tip of my finger up here is the height of it. So like I said, will fit in the palm of my hand. The width is only going to be about that wide on each side to make the book. So the border is being done on 18 count Ada. I don't normally stitch on, but I'm actually really enjoying it. And then all the pages on the inside are being done on 32. But it comes out every couple of weeks. So I need to get caught up. I'm a little bit behind. The next part comes out this week coming. But it's not just all creams and stuff. I haven't put them on a ring yet. So browns and greens, reds, creams, and it uses a metallic. So I'm actually using DMC Doment Grande. Oops, sorry, the glee's probably there. And this is a gold one that I picked. They seem to work really well with the colours. So can't wait to get into that. So by the time you see it next time, there'll definitely be more progress on him. Drop him down there. I have 2 little purchases that I've made. One of them, of course, is PDF, so black and white. The newest Hands Across the Sea sorry, not Hands Across the Sea, Stitching with the Housewives. And his little wee centre there, round ornament. And he's actually in pink. Now, they stitch on black. I'm not thinking black. I've pulled the threads, and I'm actually thinking a navy would look really cool as a background, like a navy grey combo. So I'm gonna need to dye some fabric before I can start those. And I purchased my Just Cross Stitch Christmas, and there is definitely at least half a dozen I will stitch out of it, up to a dozen that I may potentially stitch out of it. But I'm definitely going to do this little pussycat. I'm definitely doing this one. And there is a couple of others that just really caught my eye. Like I really, just be careful I don't show you the pattern, really want to do the little cupcake. I've got the little, there was a Christmas pudding one a few years ago in one of these that I need to get going on, but you know, look at this one, this guy, isn't he gorgeous? It looks like such a big hoop ornament there, but he's actually not that big. He is only 96 by 50. I mean, they're saying 36, use a 12 by 9, which, you know, of course gives you huge border. You don't need all that. But he's so cute. I'm going to have to do him. And there's a few others like, these guys are cool. I'd like to see them not flat like that, but actually on a gift card shaped ornament. I think would be quite cool. But yeah, there's a few in there, so they won't be started for a little while, because something else, his pendulum always catches my eye. So in here, this is what I have been working on. Oops. And of course, sometimes when I'm doing ornaments, I don't have very well organized threads. Just let me pull it this way. Sorry guys. Right, I'm just going to pull him up there. Okay, so this is the one. Oops, the whole book's going to fall open. This is the one I have been working on. It's called Luminous Lane. I did stitch it for a friend last year. And when I was looking for exchange pieces, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't stitched my own one yet. So, here we go. Almost there. Almost. Bit of snow, the wording, and I think a couple of the little pieces. Not much. And he'll be done. There's another one I want to do, which is this one here, in the same book. It's the sleigh, and I want to do the sleigh with metallic, but I'm going to do the sleigh on this fabric rather than the green. Sorry, with the material, I'm hiding the pattern. And these are from, it's an older book. It's called 100 Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments. It was published in 1991. Copyright is Dimension, so most of them will be dimension kits. So there's a little bit of back stitching and stuff, but there's some really cool ones in here. The carolers are really neat as well. I've got something about the navy blue background, I think, at the moment. The church. So there is quite a few of these older ones in here that I'd like to do. I'll show you another couple that have caught my eye. Just like these guys here with the gold and they're only gold and cream. I don't think I'll do them on the green. Never know. But I do like them. And these, I've got 3 in the series in here, so I may end up doing all 3. But yes, loving how these are coming out. It's just beauty as well. So of course for us in the Southern Hemisphere, it is summer when it comes to Christmas, but isn't that just a classic Christmas skating one? Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, I am doing a few more out of this older book. Sorry, I've got here everywhere today. Another one that I have started on, and I just realised where's the little wee guy. Okay, so this is from, when I started these, this is from this magazine. Okay, Cross Stitch and Needlework. It is an older one. It is from January 2008. And those peppermint ones I will be starting very shortly. Love them. I actually need, I think I need to go and get some 28. Have a little look. 28 count. I need to try and remember that for this afternoon, because they're only like 2 3/8 inches around when they're done. 34 stitches wide, 34 stitches high, so they're not very big. But what I have been doing, I will need to hide it again, won't I? Am I going to do that? You're not going to be big enough. Just bear with me for one moment. I'm going to use a different project to probably confuse you even more, because I haven't got anything else. This little wee guy at the bottom here, Mr. Gingerbread Man, I have been making little wee gingerbread men for. I have a plan for those. These are even smaller little wee ones. So my gingerbread men have been being worked on. And there's some really other lovely ones in that book. I've been stitching for over 40 years. Yes, over 40 years. Feels scary to say that. So I have a huge stash of patterns and charts and stuff that I've picked up over all the years that I haven't stitched yet. So every now and then I go back through. I love the new stuff, but sometimes the older stuff is like, I loved it then. Why have I not stitched it yet? So I'm trying to do a mix, especially with my ornaments, of older and new, because a lot of them are classics and go together. So speaking of classics, we have the Prairie Schooler Strawberries. Now I have finished stitching 4, and hold on, I'm just going to put my threads back into the project bag for those other little wee ornaments, or I'm going to lose what is what. I have finished stitching 4. I am 3/4 of the way through number 5. Okay, which is this guy down here, and I still have to stitch this one up here. So I have 2 more to go to stitch. But I was on my sewing machine yesterday, and I started making and assembling, as part of that, my strawberries. So mine are stitched on 40 count, so they are very tiny. And I haven't done the tops yet. So you're kind of getting a sneak peek of my finishing. So not fully finished, but oh my gosh, they are so tiny. Like, here's the size of my hand, and here's the strawberry. Literally, if I pull a strawberry out of the fridge right now, there's not much difference in size. But they are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I just need to pull out my felt. So here's number 3. Number 4. So I filled mine with crushed walnut shells. And I've flattened them on the tops, and I'll make my tops and attach those. But by doing this part, when I had the time yesterday, it means that attaching the tops, I can do that. I can even do that at work. I can take those and do those in my lunch break. Do you hear me, Sarah? I need to do this in my lunch break. But yes, so we're almost there for that one, and then I'll do the next one, and then that will give me the 6. So if I don't get this, I am going to get the 6 finished. I shouldn't say if I don't. I'm going to get them finished. And then they will hang. But they're so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I'm just going to pop them up there because they do have a tendency to roll away, and I do have pussycats that will like to play. Okay, so the next one, that's for stitching, that I have started to, I have a big pile here, guys. So when I do my finishing, I kind of do everything in the same stage to get everything ready and done. And what I'm looking for is right at the bottom, of course. Okay, so these two here, Hands on Designs Joy and a little bit of Joy. I brought these from, hence why they're PDS, and printed in black and white, Jingle Ball last year. Now, I stitched these up pretty quick, and they have been sitting in those boxes of unfinished ornaments. So, we're not completely done yet. As you can see, there's still the sides are going to be sewn. But we've started. This one here is on a 40 count red. Now it was a red from number 12 Stitch Co, sorry, and I've put the fabric away into a different project now, and I can't remember where. But I have started using ornament hangers because I have a lot with cording, and they, you know, of course your cording ends up in different sizes and stuff, but for some of them I've been doing the Christmas hooks so that they hook in quite easily, and you can have close up to the branch and dangly down, and it just gives a different effect. So here's a little bit of Joy. I said not completely finished yet, but this is just basically to show you what I've been working on. This one here even has its needle still sitting in it. Okay, so this one was Joy. Now in Kathy's one, she did a checkered bottom, which is really gorgeous, but I had some of this, and I just thought it really worked really well with it, with the colours, because the, you know, white with the cream's fine, the green, the reds, and I just want it like that. So this one here, I didn't put the hook in yet. She's all laced up, ready to go. So that clips are just holding it together, so it makes it easier. And at the moment I'm whip stitching along the edges, and then I'll make my cordings and stuff to finish off. So that's where I'm at with those two. I am really going to run out of room, aren't I? I'm going to go there and to remind my bare feet not to stand on the needles. Okay, so the next ones are in the same sort of situation as these guys here, which actually, what have I done with? Oh, the pattern is in my folder. With the needle and thread, 40 count, it's a grey. It's a Zweigart grey, so it's manufactured grey. It's not a dyed, but oh, isn't it gorgeous? So, like I said, all pinned, ready to go, ready to do the gathering around the edges. I haven't started yet. I chose the dark background. I couldn't find anything else I liked to go with the grey fabric. So I thought, right, I'm going to concentrate on him. So I just went straight for a dark. But they look gorgeous. One of these is not for my mystery exchange, but it is for a friend. So yes, I do have to get on with that. Okay, so then we're up to, these were Christmas rounds, I think from, not last year, they were from, was it from the middle of the year? Oh my gosh, stitching with the housewives anyway. So I've done the same thing, little wee hooks. So the little hooks I have glued into the back. That's why these guys are not moving anywhere, because they've got a little bit of glue in here just to hold them together. So 3 of the 5 are ready for sewing at the edges and making the cording. You're gonna have to go down there too. Okay, so let's have look. Right, I'm going to come back to the other one. I like when my ears stick out. Okay, so these ones here, I was on this, sorry for the crinkling, sewing machine yesterday. I sewed up the mince pies and mulled wine cushions. These were released last year by CrossFit Rise Stitchery, and they are so gorgeous. I even love that little centre, isn't he cute? Okay, so these were stitched on 40 count peppermint from number 12 Stitch Crow. I bought I actually got the pattern and all that as a kit from her. And we got, what's our thread? Sorry. Cherry wine from Gentle Arts. That's not going to focus very well, is it? Absolutely gorgeous, especially on the mint. So these have been done. I've still got to put the chenille around the outside and sew up my little hole for stuffing. But here we go. Carols and Candlelight. So these are, here's the size of my hand, palm of my hand. Okay. Christmas crackers and pudding. You can see where it pokes out. It just needs to be sewn up. What else we got? Holly, mistletoe and ivy. So when you next see these, they will be fully finished. Mince pies and mulled wine. I chose very hard. Once again, I love using all the different fabrics, but it's quite hard to find a fabric for the background that sometimes highlights those colors or matches them really well. So for this one here, I kind of went for a classic Christmas one on the back with the greens, the golds. It is a cream, but when you put it with the mint, it doesn't look too bad. But I loved the big burgundy bow, and that's what sold it on me for the back of these ornaments. So they were all fussy cut, so that they pretty much all have, you know, the whole ornament, twig of flowers, branch, whatever you would like to call it, showing. So they are still in process, not quite completely finished. But once again, one of those ones where now I can just pick it up and do the final edging. Sorry, I am putting things away together because I've got finishing bits and pieces everywhere. Okay, so like I said, while the sewing machine was out, no, that one was already done. I pulled one out of the box so I could remember this was already finished. My measurements. Now, I did take it off. I have had ribbon over top and a button at the top on all of these. I've done every year of these, and as much as I love how they've come out and I love the old look with that, some of the ribbons from, you know, the pull of the ribbon being open to go over top of the branch, they've started to pull the ribbons. So I am contemplating on whether I'm going to do cording and cord around them all now. But I haven't decided, so that, yeah, I haven't got that far yet. I'm still in debate on it. Okay, so these are the three that I finished up. One I'd misplaced and I couldn't find it, so I restitched it because it frustrated me. Was this one here. Now he was from 1985. My gosh, my pattern is well loved. She's well crinkled. And because I couldn't find it, I couldn't find my pattern and I couldn't find my ornament. And I've been buying them for years. And I'm like, okay, I've either totally misplaced it, still haven't found it, but trust me, there's still boxes I haven't gone through yet. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy the reprint. So he's now officially done again. So like I said, I just need to work out what I'm doing around the outside. So I use Vonna's method. If you go and watch Fauna's cushion method, where you do join the 2 halves, leave a little hole for stuffing, stuff him up, and then I'll whip stitch that closed, and then I'll do my cording. I give them a couple of days to settle, to work out whether I need to restuff. So he was really good. He's done. Let's drop you down there. The next one I assembled was another Prairie Schooler. So this is just catching up on, they've been stitched, but they haven't been sewn together. And this was Snowy Night, and he's centre from 2023. So he's now all assembled as well. These are done on 18 count, and it was an 18 count that I had 2 meters of, and I dyed it myself. I grunged it up, just made it into a lot of colours. So I think I've got enough left now to do, I think about 6. So I don't know how many more we're going to get, otherwise I'm going to have to try and grunge up some more. But nice to have them all on the same, sorry, my hair really is annoying me today, on the same fabric. And I do have some more tucking left, probably enough to only do about the 8, so I'm going to have to think about that too. So also stitched up this year's one, which was the 2024 Noel. When I first seen it, I wasn't sure about all the green, background. I thought maybe it's too busy. But when I stitched it, he's absolutely gorgeous. And he needs that background, I think. Really nice quick stitch. Prairie Schoolers always are, once you get into them. I always find that my easiest thing is to do all the outline. Like I might do the boots, then I'll do the outline of the red. I'll do the white, go back to the little green bits, in like him, and then when I go to stitch a group, what I could do is fill in the red. It's like one pattern, one thread, one piece. You're not taking a whole heap with you. But my gosh, and that little pony, he's gorgeous. So yay, we're up to date. So bring on market 2025, and let's see what Prairie Schooler is going to come out with next. Okay, so still with Prairie Schooler. I have still got a lot of Prairie Schoolers to stitch. Not so much yearly ones, but other sets of them. So ones I have finished stitching is the first set of Oh Christmas Tree. Now, these are stitched on 40 count. Using the DMC threads. And I've finished mine into little triangles. Some of them are not. Really hard to get them fully centered. So I didn't leave enough room height-wise on 1 or 2. But I love how they turned out anyway. Okay, so these are whip stitched. Then I have one that I have fully assembled. And here's all done. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put across here, because some come down lower than others, just because of the design of them. This one, as you can see, oops, and I just dropped a pin. Great, and here I am, bare feet again. So you can kind of see what I do. Make my cording, measure around, so the sides will whip stitch, and then I'll start sewing that onto the. I just dropped that pin there. Don't know where it went. Okay, so these two are whip stitched, and these guys are not. They're all ready to be assembled, fully assembled. Still need to do their sides. And this one has the needle and the cotton all hanging out of it. I do like to use, excuse me, oh my gosh, pollen everywhere. I do like to use the curved needles because I can pull it through nice and easy, catch up, and then pull it through again. I just find the curved needle, I can just whip a little bit easier. But everybody is different. I haven't got my glasses on, so it's a little bit hard to see it. But yeah, nice and easy. So we'll just flick that back into there so we don't stab ourselves with that one. Okay. So that's my partly finished ones. Alright, so you can now see where my craziness is at. We are just going to move that. So most of them sit into a big container like this, and I just pull that onto the couch, the table where I'm at. Just going to lean forward. Okay, so if you remember, I've been working on Holiday Elegance Dimensions. This is a copy of working copy of. They are on a blue, and I'll try and remember to insert a photo. Now I have, sorry for the crinkling, I do have, come out. Right, I have two, this is what my fabric ends up like. I have two pieces here that still need to have, there's a little couched piece of cord that goes around, and then they have some silver little bits. I have to describe it because I don't want to show you the finished ones yet. And then the same with this one here. So two more to fully finished, but I want to show you what I have finished. So here is the dove. Now I have got hanging hooks in here, and I went with the silver ones, and I love the sparkle thing because that helps pick up the shininess from the silver in here. This one doesn't. Some of them have beads, but my gosh, I love how they came out. So on the back of them, they all have this fabric in the dark navy with the silver, which I felt just highlighted everything. Probably looks a little bit white there, but it is a silver. Okay, so here's the bells. Now some of my couching's not perfect, but you don't want it perfect. You know, it's a handmade product. And when you're looking at them way back here on the tree, you can't see that. You know, when we're looking at it less than 10 centimeters away from the camera, she's pretty close. Here's number 3. And number 4. Now he went a wee bit wonky, but like I said, when he's back here on the tree, you can't tell. And of course I've got the same. So I did try and fussy cut a little wee bit. Some of them have different stars and stuff, but yeah, there's 2 more to go. So the 2 that are left are the 2 that end up into the I guess square turn sideways. Can't think of the word. Diamond, thank you, brain. Shape finish. So they are the last 2 to be done, and I will have them done by Christmas. But oh my gosh, I love these. Absolutely love them. So yes, can't wait. I'm ready to decorate, and that will be happening probably this week. Maybe, we'll see. So yeah. Just looking. I've still got, let me see, I have still got, guys, seriously, about 15, 20 ornaments left to even get to these 5 stages that I need to get onto this year. I've got some stockings to sew up. I've got a lot to still finish, which is fine. We'll get into it. But I am going to film again soon. You may not see it straight away because I think what I'm going to do is as I pull out my decorations to be put up on the trees, and I've done a few different things this year that you'll get to see in my film footage of all of it. But I think what I'm going to do is just do a open the box, you know, pull them out, show you what they are, but probably without me speaking. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm going to try it and see if I like it or not. Otherwise I'll be on here. Again, we will wait and see, because we've got this, right, and I've got 2, 3, 4 packed full of ornaments, plus this Prairie School Santas, and I've got a wooden chest full of other Christmas ones that, you know, wall hanging ones and bits and pieces that come out. So there is quite a bit, and I think I'll probably do that. I'll just do a unboxing, if you like, of all the Christmas, and then I'll do the Christmas tour. May end up being in the same one. It might end up being in 2 parts, like as in video 1, video 2. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I've still got my secret stitching to get finished, which I'm almost there. And of course I stitch different things for each one. I don't stitch all the same 4 times the same thing. I stitch 4 different types of project for those, and I've got a bit of sewing to go with those as well, so I will get onto those. Not today, because, you know, tomorrow after work maybe, and maybe tonight, but then I really want to stitch on Martha, so we'll see. But we'll get that done. That's not a problem. Hopefully be back next fortnight, because the one after that, oh my gosh guys, it's going to be Jingle Ball. Have you got your tickets? Come join us. I can't wait. I've definitely made up my mind. I am going to do the they call it speed dating. I want to get to meet some more of my fellow stitchers from overseas, as well as New Zealand, of course, but definitely want to get to meet some more people. And I love doing the designer classes, and also the ones where they just, you know, you can go in and they're talking and you just get to learn a bit more about them and some of their designs and can ask some questions and stuff. Looking forward to that as well. Bank balance probably really isn't, but we'll be fine with that. Who needs food, eh? Let me see, what else? A little bit of ums and ahs today, isn't there? All right, well, we're probably near the end. Yeah, I'd say we are. There's not much more I can think of. I'm just going to keep on working on a mix of samplers and Christmas. And while I'm doing all that, I'm kind of working out my goals for next year, or what I want to start for next year. What I would like to get finished. There's a couple of things I wanted to get finished this year that is nowhere near going to be finished. And I know that, and I'm happy with that. I've accepted that. And they will be. They'll get done. So please, ladies, gents, remember, 1 stitch at a time will get these projects done. Happy stitching. Bye.